Hey guys, today I'm bringing you my guide to fat loss part 4. Today I'm going to be going over metabolism. First I'm going to go over kind of what it actually is, because I think it's something that people say a lot, just to kind of clear up what it is, to help people's understanding. Next I'm going to go over maybe why your metabolism is kind of slow or fast, because I think that's also something that people say quite a lot. And then I'm going to go over how you might raise it, because it being slow is usually the problem to people. As far as lowering it, I'm going to do a future series on how to kind of gain weight healthily, so I'll probably cover that then. And then finally I'm just going to go over the takeaways of the video and how you might use this in your kind of fat loss programming. So metabolism defined is all the chemical reactions going on inside of your body at once. The rate of which your body expends energy, but more importantly the rate at which it burns calories. Your basal metabolic rate, or your BSR, is what people are referring to when they say they have a slow or fast metabolism, and it can account for up to 40% to 70% of your kind of energy outtake, or kind of your energy expenditure, kind of the calories that you're burning. So that is kind of what you want to focus on when you're talking about metabolism. So your BSR is what people are referring to when they say their metabolism is slow or fast. And it is true that parts of these are predetermined by genes, you know, what you've taken on from your parents. However, there are loads of factors at play. You've got body size. The bigger you are, the more calories you're going to burn. Age, you're going to put on more fat and lose muscle. Muscle actually burns more calories, which would raise the metabolic rate. So as you age, you're going to lower your metabolic rate. Also gender, similarly. Men are biologically more likely, or it's kind of more easy for them to put on muscle, so their metabolism is going to tend to be higher. And that's what, from the articles I've read, is key. Whilst it is kind of predetermined, the main thing is that it can be changed, and it's not something that is kind of set in stone. They also talk about idle movement, like fidgeting, and I've mentioned this before, that it can account for about 80 calories a day, I think I've seen, which ends up being, for 560 calories a week, and you can add that even more, but it does make a difference. And you do see, say with the kind of person you're thinking of with a high metabolism, where they can eat loads and not do anything, just think about who that person is, what they do. Do they fidget? Do they get up and walk around a lot? Do they, or do they just like sit down all the time? And they also, in the Harvard article I read, kind of suggest that you see obese people, yeah, they're going to burn more calories when they move around, however they tend to move around a lot less, got a lot more sedentary lifestyle. So that's the key. It's not really set in stone, you've just got to think of your lifestyle and how it kind of carries out, and maybe your metabolism isn't the only thing holding you back from losing weight. So despite me saying metabolism isn't the be-all and end-all of why you're not losing weight and you should just give up, there are some ways in which you might see how to raise metabolism. It is still in debate in the kind of scientific world whether you can even raise metabolism, and I probably will do a video on that in the future and kind of do a bit more research and see whether you actually can raise it. But popular methods kind of are building muscle, because like I said before, muscle requires more calories, and therefore your kind of basal metabolic rate is going to raise. However, when you see people say certain foods like coffee or something like that is going to increase your metabolism, from what I've read, you can't really trust that, and it's not really supported by much evidence, so try not to kind of fall into that too much. Like I've said in the past, it's way better to put the work in and do stuff that is literally just going to work than take a magic pill where someone says it's going to raise your metabolism. Furthermore, crash diets, such as just suddenly restricting a lot of calories, maybe suddenly fasting a lot longer than you're used to normally, can drastically slow metabolism, because your body goes into a starvation mode, and also your muscles maybe break down for the energy that is now being kind of lost due to the lack of calories, which, like before, if you've got less muscle, then you're going to have a low metabolism. So as kind of a recap of the whole video, to be frank, the reason you're overweight is very unlikely to be your slow metabolism. Yeah, it might make it a bit harder, but it's not the only reason, and it definitely shouldn't hold you back from making a change. Overweight people actually have a fast metabolism, like I've said before, because of your body size, you're going to burn more calories faster, so that can't be the reason why you're not losing the calories. Furthermore, from the NHS article that I've read, it states that the main reason people put on weight is because they tend to eat more than they even realise. You know, when they actually recap and go over how much they've eaten, it's way more than they expected. So that's why maybe calorie counting or just tracking your meals is a good idea. I did also see something in the Harvard article that said, I think skipping dessert once a week can lead to like 6 pounds lost in a year. It's just really small changes can make such a difference. So even if you don't want to make this massive diet change or something, just cut out dessert once a week. At least you're one step closer to making this positive change. The key is just be active in any capacity you can, whether it's moving around as much as you can, standing up when you're at the office instead. And I will do a future video on that, because I think standing up is really great for you. I don't think a lot of people know that, and I think sitting down is really bad for you, and I don't think a lot of people know that. Also, just aerobic exercise and weight training are really key, and just to control your diet in general, just be on top of it. And for both of those topics on diet and exercise, I've done previous videos on that in this series, so I'll leave a link for them in the description and maybe at the end of the video as well. So thank you so much for watching this video on my guide to fat loss of metabolism. I will link the NHS and the Harvard article that I read if you guys want to go over it. I'll also leave a link for my videos, like I said. And please do feel free to check my Instagram out. I'm putting a lot more on there, kind of every other day I'm aiming to put some sort of new content on there. I've got a challenge on the moment called the 2-day rule, where you have to do something and you can't skip it for more than 1 day in a row. And I want to see you guys progress with that. Pick a hobby, pick exercise, whatever it is. I want to see you guys absolutely shoot it out of the park. And then that's it. So thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.